breaking coming in right now at 10:42 a.m. on Republic. Supreme Court cancels bail granted to Ashish Mishra Taini in the Lakhimpur case. Supreme Court also asks him to surrender within 7 days. That's a big story we are tracking here on Republic on the Lakhimpur Kheri case. Supreme Court cancels Ashish Mishra's bail plea, and joining me is my colleague Anand. Anand, this is a big development because we were expecting that. Right. Ananya is joining us live on the phone line. Ananya, what is the latest you're picking up? Now, this was a highly anticipated hearing by the Supreme Court on this case.
Well, yes, clearly the Supreme Court has now cancelled the bail granted to Ashish Mishra Taini, the son of MOS home Ajay Mishra Taini. Remember, the court noted clearly that the Allahabad High Court had overlooked the evidence in this case and had not even given a fair hearing to the victims in this whole case, and had overlooked the whole evidence and the material on record. Because remember that there are various videos which have been scrutinized by the police and the SIT, and in fact the SIT, the committee, in fact, which is overlooking the probe in this whole case, had also recommended that the bail that is granted to Ashish Mishra Taini shall be cancelled, and advised the UP government to approach the top court in order to seek a cancellation. Apart from this, the UP government also, in its submission, it was in a process to take a decision on filing an SLP, but since the victims have now approached, the bail has been cancelled. Ashish Mishra will.
Okay, we are having some trouble connecting there with my colleague Ananya. He was getting you the latest on the story that we're breaking right now, that the Supreme Court has cancelled bail granted to Ashish Mishra Taini in the Lakhimpur case. The Supreme Court has also asked him to surrender within 7 days. So this was a highly anticipated hearing on this Lakhimpur Kheri case, and it's finally out. Supreme Court saying that this bail has been cancelled by the Supreme Court with the top court, and Ashish Mishra has to surrender within 7 days. Okay, Ananda, you're back with us on the phone from Delhi now. Ananda, this is, like I said, you were saying something about this. Can you please continue? I was also asking you that this was something which was highly anticipated. Him being, a union minister's son, this was a hearing that everyone was waiting for about the bail cancellation of Ashish Mishra.
Well, yes, everybody was waiting for actually an order. In fact, the opposition had also pushed in when he had been given bail by the Allahabad High Court. In fact, the opposition was also pushing in that his bail should be cancelled. And now finally the orders of the top court are out. Clearly, the 3 judges bench headed by Chief Justice of India and Ramana, also comprising Justice Suryakant and Justice Seema Kohli, has clearly negated the order of the Allahabad High Court, saying that the High Court had overlooked the evidence in this case and had not even granted a proper hearing to, in fact, the victims into this whole matter. And now the bail granted to Ashish Mishra Taini stands cancelled, and he will have to surrender within a week. The political turmoil in the state of Uttar Pradesh would grow now on. The opposition might also attack the Bharatiya Janata Party in this whole case, and we'll have to wait and watch as to what happens next. But what is very, very clear at this point of time is that the bail that was granted to Ashish Mishra Taini by the Allahabad High Court is cancelled. The matter is sent back to the High Court. It would be heard by another matter would be taking place in order to basically see as to whether Ashish should be given a bail or not. Shivangi.
Ananda, this is a very sensitive case also, a very anticipated case. The order which has come in also a very sensitive case, because the protection of witnesses after the counsel is very important. The top court has said that the protection of witnesses is important because one key witness was attacked on March 10th.
Well, yes, rightly pointed out. One of the basically the whole point and parcel of this petition being filed in the topmost court of the country is that one of the witnesses in this case was attacked
Okay.
And later on, the
Ananya, just
family...
hold on. I'll be coming back to you because we're having Amila Singh of the BJP joining us on the phone line. Now, like I said, ma'am, this is a very highly anticipated order which has come in on the case. What is your first reaction on this?
My ram to everyone, and just now you mentioned that it was anticipated. Definitely, it was anticipated, and whatever the Supreme Court has be honored by everyone, whoever the person is. So definitely, and the court has asked him to surrender within 7 days. He will be doing so. And as a Bharatiya Janata Party worker and as an awakened citizen of this country, we all have full faith in judiciary. So whatever the decision has been made by the Supreme Court, that will be honored by Ashish Mishra.
Anila Singh, this case also is very sensitive. So when it comes to the sensitivity of this case and making sure that all the procedures are done with all the key witnesses also being protected, how do you think that this can happen as this case progresses further?
See, as I told you, that we have got full faith in judicial system of our country. And secondly, if I talk about Uttar Pradesh, and especially if I talk about police administration of Uttar Pradesh under Yogi Adityanath ji, there is absolutely no space for any sort of ruckus, lawlessness, or not recognizing the legal system or the rule of the law, rule of the land. So definitely, whether we talk about Ashish Mishra or any other person, whatever the court has said, that will be honored.
We're getting in a live reaction. Let's go into the story.
के बारे में बिल के बारे में सुना जाएगा और जैसा उनको लगेगा उसके ऊपर निर्णय दिया जाएगा।
तो आप अगर हाईकोर्ट फिर से सुनेगा तो क्या आशीष मिश्रा फिर हाईकोर्ट में 7 दिन के बाद वो जमानत अर्जी दाखिल कर सकते हैं?
देखिए, बेल बॉन्ड तो आज कोर्ट ने खारिज कर दिया है। सरेंडर करने के बाद फ्रेश बेल के लिए उन्होंने कहा है। अभी इसमें टाइम पीरियड तो नहीं दिया कि कब करेंगे, लेकिन इसलिए कहा कि पहले सरेंडर करें, उसके बाद आगे के प्रोसेस जो है हाई कोर्ट में जो होना करेंगे।
ठीक है, तो आपने देखा कि एक बड़ा झटका लगा है और वकील भी ये मानते हैं कि अभी उनकी सारी बेल बॉन्ड खारिज हो गई। 7 दिन के अंदर उनको कोर्ट में लोअर कोर्ट में सरेंडर करना होगा, फिर उनको जेल जाना होगा। उसके बाद उनके पास एक रेमेडी बचती है कि फिर से हाई कोर्ट जाएं और हाई कोर्ट जिन मुद्दों को सुप्रीम कोर्ट में उठाया गया था कि हाई कोर्ट ने ठीक से नहीं सुना, उन मुद्दों के साथ फिर से जमानत याचिका पर सुनवाई करेगी। वीडियो जर्नलिस्ट सलील सोनी के साथ अखिलेश राय, रिपब्लिक।
Okay, we're getting those live reactions coming on this big story that we're tracking right now on Republic. Ashish Mishra's bail plea has been cancelled and Ashish Mishra has been asked to surrender in just 7 days. This is a big story that we are tracking here, a very anticipated hearing which has come in on a big profile case. Remember that 4 farmers were mowed down by an SUV in which Ashish Mishra's role has been suspected according to the UP police FIR, and following the incident, also, there was a lot of violence which had taken place after that incident. So there we are, a big story on Republic. Ashish Mishra has asked to surrender himself in 7 days straight.